presenting the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon. Last week, Flash Gordon returned from a raid on Queen Azura's palace and received another electrical treatment from Dr. Zarkov to make him invisible. The treatment was extra strong so that Flash could stay longer for his next raid on the palace. Meanwhile, Azura recovered from the lithium potion which Khan had given her, and thus his plot was discovered. Azura then ordered Khan locked up, but her commands had just been obeyed when news was brought that the avenging shadow had arrived at the palace. Although Azura had stationed guards shoulder to shoulder in front of the door to her quarters, Flash made his way inside and overpowered Tall. Then, as the soldiers broke down the door at Azura's cry for help and attempted to corner him, Flash leaped to the windowsill and held them at bay with Tall's ray pistol. Then Flash warned Azura that her soldiers and her magic were useless against the avenging shadow, and that he would return. These thrilling adventures come to you as they are pictured each Sunday in the big full-page Comic Weekly, the world's greatest pictorial supplement of humor and adventure. The Comic Weekly, each page printed in full colors, is distributed everywhere as an integral part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. Now we continue the story. As Flash Gordon delivers his defiance of Queen Azura, he leaps through the window. Instantly, the Witch Queen turns to the captain of the guards.
After him, Captain. That shadow is Flash Gordon.
Yes, Your Majesty. After him, soldiers.
Well, why don't you shoot at him, Captain?
We can't see him, Your Majesty.
He just leaped out of that window. He can't be far away.
True, Your Majesty. But if we can't see him, how can we tell where he is?
Oh, fool. You saw the ray pistol he held in his hand when he stood there on the windowsill. Why can't you see the pistol now? That ought to show you his position.
But, Your Majesty, the pistol is nowhere in sight. He must have thrown it away.
I'm Flash Gordon. Why don't you come and get me?
There, that was his voice. Where did it come from?
Down there, Your Majesty. But we can't be sure where.
Can't be sure. Fire a volley down there. You may hit him.
It is useless, Your Majesty. He may have run in any one of 4 directions. There is no use wasting ammunition by firing at nothing.
Very well, Captain. You threaten to return. If he does, as a shadow or as a man, you are to shoot to kill. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Majesty. If we see him, we will shoot him down.
Flash Gordon is invisible, but he is alive and whole, the same as we are. You can't see him, but you may be able to touch him. Shoot straight for the voice when you hear it again. That ought to put an end to Flash Gordon.
Yes, Your Majesty. Return to quarters, men. Forward. Ho!
Tall, are you all right? Oh, God! Bring that portable revivifier here and revive General Tall.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Any sign of his coming through?
Not yet, Majesty.
Keep that machine working. General Tall must not die.
Meanwhile, back in the woods surrounding the herdsman's cottage, Zarkov hurries to the aid of Dale Arden.
Dale! What has happened? Where are you? Dale!
Oh, come quickly, Dr. Zarkov.
I'm coming to you, Dale, as fast as I can. An ape man. Do not struggle, Dale. Relax, and the ape man will think you are dead. Then it will drop you. That's it. Now lie still. I will draw his attention away from you. Now, are you all right, Dale?
Yes, I'm all right.
Now, I'll just put an end to this fellow with my axe, so he won't bother us anymore.
Oh, he's got you, Dr. Zarkov. Give me the axe.
I cannot, Dale. The beast has it crushed between us. I cannot get it free.
Hold it off a few minutes longer, Dr. Zarkov.
Where are you going, Dale?
To get your ray pistol.
closer.
Dale! I am getting weak.
Don't struggle, Dr. Zarkov. Relax. Careful, Dr. Zarkov. I don't want to hit you.
I'm free, Dale. Shoot! You hit it. Now kill it. Aim a little below its left shoulder. You got it. Oh, good shooting, Dale. My, that was a close call for both of us.
It certainly was, Dr. Zarkov. But now that it's all over, I'm rather weak.
Oh, come. Do not faint now, Dale. You are all right. Take some deep breaths of air. Ah, that's right. How do you feel now?
I guess I'll be all right now, thanks.
Good. My, what a big creature this ape-man is. He is too big to move. So we'll just let him lie where he is.
I wonder if there's a tribe of them around here.
There may be. Perhaps we'd better move to some other place as soon as Flash comes back.
I'd almost forgotten Flash. How long was he intending to be gone this time, Dr. Zarkov?
He did not say, but it should not be much longer. That electrical charge will soon be wearing off.
Oh, I hope Flash won't be foolish enough to stay too long. You warned him about the risk of the charge wearing off.
Yes, Dale. And Flash promised he would not take any unnecessary chances.
But he may be cornered in some part of the palace and be unable to return.
That is true, Dale.
Oh, Dr. Zarkov, let's go to Flash. Let's go and see what's happened to him. I can't stay here and not know.
Steady, Dale. You are just nervous and upset. Flash intended staying away longer than usual this time. We must be patient.
All right, Dr. Zarkov. You know best. I'll wait for him.
That is the way to talk, Dale. Come now. We have not finished getting our firewood. You pick up the pieces of wood as I chop them off.
Obeying Azura's orders, the guard continues to work over the unconscious General Tall. Suddenly, his efforts are rewarded by...
Queen Azura.
You have revived him. Good. You may go now.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Oh.
I'm with you, Your Majesty. Where am I? What happened? Oh, my head.
The shadow hit you over the head with a flagon.
Now I remember. The shadow. You were struggling with it. Where is it? I'll pin it to the wall.
It's gone, Tal. It was Flash Gordon, made invisible by some magic of that Earth scientist.
I wish I had had a chance to get at that Flash Gordon.
You did, and he knocked you unconscious.
Curse him. My turn will come. What happened to the door?
The soldiers broke it down trying to capture Flash Gordon.
All the guards you posted out there couldn't catch him?
No. They marched across the room shoulder to shoulder, driving the shadow before them. And suddenly he spoke from that window sill.
Now, fools! Why didn't they shoot as they marched?
You held them at bay with your ray pistol.
If only I had been able to take charge, no ray pistol would have stopped me from capturing him.
A flagon did.
I was taken by surprise. I hadn't time to draw my ray pistol. You should have called me sooner, Azura.
Well, you will have another chance at him, Tal. He'll return.
How do you know that, Your Majesty?
He told me so just before he left.
I know how we can capture him, Your Majesty. It is an indirect method, but it can be most effective.
What is it, Tal? How can we capture him?
There is no way of making a person permanently invisible, any more than you can make the drug of forgetfulness permanent.
Go on, Tal. You mean that...
Sometime the magic will wear off and have to be repeated.
I see what you mean. We can get the shadow cornered in a room that has only one door. Lock the door for a long enough time, and Flash Gordon will become visible again.
Yes, that is one way, Your Majesty, but not the method I am suggesting.
Then I do not follow you, Tal. What is your method?
While we are waiting for the shadow to reappear, why not capture the source of the magic power?
Wonderful. That is a wonderful plan, Tal. How can you do this?
Very easily, Your Majesty. Of course, we shall take every measure to capture the shadow within the palace. But in the meantime, I shall take a company of soldiers and personally discover and capture that Earth magician, Zarkov, the scientist.
As Powell plots to capture Dr. Zarkov and the scientist and Dale anxiously await Flash Gordon's return, a solitary guard paces back and forth before the iron bars of the cell in which Khan, the Hawkman, has been put for safekeeping. As the guard pauses and rests his weight on his flame rifle, it is suddenly snatched from under his arm and thrust into his stomach as a voice from nowhere asks,
Is Captain Khan alive?
The Shadow. Oh, yes. Yes, he is alive.
Tell me where he is, or you die.
Oh, yes. Khan is in this cell.
Khan, are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right. Is that you, Flash?
Yes, Khan. Stand clear of the door. I'm going to melt the lock with this flame rifle.
Right.
And you'd better stay right where you are, guard, if you want to live.
I said you'd come back, Flash. They tried to make me think you and the others had deserted me.
Desert my friends? Never. I came back especially to find you, Count. We had to leave suddenly. They were melting down our door. There was no time to waste.
That's just what I thought had happened, Flash. How is Princess Dale and Dr. Zarkov?
They're well and safe. You'll see them presently. The lock is almost melted.
Good. I almost got control of the palace while you were gone. I drugged Azura again, but the lithium wore off, and my plot was discovered. That's why I'm here.
That was too bad, Khan.
For a while, it worked beautifully. I had that devil Saul thinking I was Azura's friend.
I just gave him something to remember me by. I broke a flagon over his head.
Too bad it wasn't his head you broke.
I'm not sure I didn't. There wasn't any time to waste finding out, though. The soldiers were on top of me. There. The lock is melted through. Come on out, Khan.
That's fine, Flash. I certainly am glad to see you. Where are you? Flash. Flash.
Don't look so startled, Khan.
Where are you? I hear you, but I can't see you.
Zarkov's newest invention made me invisible. Here, take this gun while I bind the guard.
By cow, it certainly is odd to see a rifle suspended in the air.
Isn't it? I've been having great sport with the soldiers.
Help! Azura! Help!
Shut up, guard! I'll fix you for that. You won't be using that voice of yours for a while.
Hurry, Flash. That cry may bring Azura.
Why, you. I think I got him now.
Have you got him?
Yeah.
Flash.
What is it, Khan?
I can see your hands.
So you can. Zarkov warned me the electrical rays would wear off. We must hurry now. There's no time to lose.
Here comes Azura with some more guards.
You hold them back with that rifle. I'm going to capture Azura while their attention is centered on you.
Stand back, you soldiers of the witch. I'm in charge here. Keep your distance. Stay where you are.
How did he get out of that cell? Shoot him down, men. What are you waiting for?
As the soldiers battle Khan's merciless fire with the flame rifle, Azura suddenly finds herself grasped by two phantom hands.
Oh, the shadow!
At last, Azura. I've got you in my power.
Next Sunday, you will find these adventures graphically portrayed in full-color action pictures in the Comic Weekly, which is distributed with your Hearst Sunday newspaper. See all these characters and gain the added thrill of knowing them by sight as well as by voice. Flash Gordon, Dale Arden, and Dr. Zarkov, who are from this Earth, and Tall, Azura, Khan, and others who are inhabitants of the planet Bongo, where our story takes place. You will also meet old favorites like Barney Google, Toots and Casper, the Katzenjammer Kids, and many others. So be sure to get the colorful and entertaining Comic Weekly each week with your Hearst Sunday newspaper. And next week at the same time, we'll be back with another chapter in the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon.